What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 64 and what I suspect to be the very last part of my Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Daemonhunters campaign. Nothing much to say except I'm very excited to get to the conclusion of the story, and I believe we have just a few days, so there's nothing else we can reach. I was thinking about maybe going for this Death Guard ship here, but it doesn't matter. Let's just wait out the days, advance the time, and conclude the story. Go. Cutscene now.
The edict writhes beneath this pressure. We cannot hold.
We must. The ritual is nearly complete.
Embrace the grandfather's wisdom, Carver. You see it? We are one.
And so forever we shall remain. Cadex Ilkarian of Systemonius, I give myself to you willingly. Take my spirit.
Vakir!
You were right to doubt me, Ektar. A demon's essence cannot be tracked past the veil, but mine is now bound to his. I will blaze a path for you to follow.
You sacrifice yourself, you are doomed to an eternity of torment.
I doomed myself the moment I set foot on this ship. Now, the Grandfather calls. I must answer. I am his.
What strength.
Follow me, Ektar, to the garden.
I hear you.
Commander, the Brother Purifier has begun transmitting a signal to our astropaths. We must follow it at once.
Ooh, I gotta say, props to the devs, both exciting and dramatic. Makes me even more curious about the conclusion of the whole thing, but damn. Very nice, very nice. Good story. Alrighty, follow Vakir's signal. Inquisitor Vakir has sacrificed herself and bound her spirit to Cadex in the purgation ritual. Brother Ektar is now psychically tracking what remains of her spirit as it returns to Nurgle's garden. We will pursue the signal into the depths of hell to find Kaldor Drago and hopefully destroy the roots of the bloom. This is a very weird representation of the warp. Oh, I guess this is what the Hololith sees of the warp. Okay, fair enough. It sounds like the Hololith's gonna be able to represent it very well. I can't. Okay, there we go.
Commander, we have pursued this signal for weeks. The edict strains, but the Brother Purifier appears far worse. The edict's warp drives have completely stalled.
It is no matter. Our journey is at an end.
Data insufficient. Have we reached the garden?
No, but we are met by its gatekeeper.
What do you see?
We are drawn into the orbit of a transient domain. It radiates with the energy of a prime seed.
Credibility dubious.
There is little sense within the realms of chaos.
2 Reapers of the Bloom remained free of our pursuit. Why risk one against us now?
Cadex must have reached his master and given warning. They delay us to pursue more valuable prey.
Drago.
Commander, it is time to prove ourselves worthy of our name.
Alrighty, Nurgle's Gatekeeper, Morgellus. Commander, we believe we've reached Nurgle's Garden, but it appears that the domain of Morgellus, one of the 2 remaining Reapers of the Bloom, has locked the Baleful Edict into its cursed orbit. We must send a squad to fight this Reaper and destroy it, so we can pass into Nurgle's Garden and locate Drago. Okie dokie, destroy the Reaper.
Analysis. We face the Reaper of the Necrosis strain, a plague hulk, an abomination of rust and ruin. It is a power we cannot let stand. You must tear it limb from limb.
Alrighty, well, the Team Falchion would probably be pretty good at tearing it limb from limb. Now, I take it that this isn't the final confrontation, by virtue of the fact that this is seemingly blocking us from the final confrontation. So we have 2 things to consider. Do we take our best team, or do we take a decent team, hopefully with the ability to defeat it? Because then, if our best team gets wounded, I assume he won't be able to use them again for the next round, which is another consideration. Well, either way, I think we have to bring Scythian Gar, because, well, we need his teleportation since we have no access to the stratagems. Girovorn, you know what? Either way, we have to swap you out with Rugen, because we need somebody to apply... somebody to apply Disruption, and that's you, buddy. So, do you need to swap anything out for this? You are using the power of the Aegis, because... Oh yeah, actually you do. Back, loadout, armor type, power armor. Power of the Aegis can now be replaced by the Radiant Guardian, which is also a passive equipment slot, but gets us 4 HP and 35 resistance. Not that I particularly care about the resistance, mind you, but it's something. Equip. Oh, damn, I should have upgraded it. Okay, yeah, fine. Upgrade. Upgrade. We're gonna have to give him a Sanctic Shard back. Back, and then equipment slot, Sanctic Shard, please. Yeah, you can keep your 35% crit with the Titan's Vengeance, which hits very hard. You can keep your Crack Grenade, I guess, because what else would we put there? Aurelius, do we want to keep you on this? That's the question, or it's one of the questions. You can teleport together with Scythian Gar, and you can dish out a lot of damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. Iolanthus. You know what? I would normally probably replace you with a Girovorn, but you might be a decent option, because if you get wounded, we won't need to bring... Well, we can bring Girovorn to potentially the next battle. You, however, don't do as much damage as I would like you to. I don't remember what exactly Thorn of Deimos does. Melee weapon... What does it do again? Oh, you can use armor piercing if you use Force Strike. That's actually not horrible. You know what? Maybe we do bring you. Even though you're not going to dish out a crazy amount of damage. I mean, Girovorn would do more, but I feel like we should probably maintain a couple knights. Like, we could have Sparky and Girovorn be in the last fight. Granted, I'm also tempted to replace Iolanthus with Sparky, who could handle any AoE. We don't have a lot of AoE handling here. But is one melee unit enough? I suppose you can technically tank as well. Oh, and do you still need that Sanctic Shard? That's another question. Wait. With your abilities now maxed out, your focus is at 85% with the Sanctic Shard, eh? So the price of power is a little bit overtuned. This is at... yeah, 85 feels like it's a bit much. But I don't want to swap out Warp Scorn for anything. And a loss of 50% down to 35 isn't, I think, isn't worth our time. Wait. Let me just check something here. Your warding stave gives you no focus. We could swap this to Lel's Bride, which would then give you a bunch of focus, which would then mean we could swap out the Sanctic Shard to something else. This is, however, a loss of a decent amount of willpower, 4 willpower, and you needed to cast all your abilities. You know what? I don't think it's gonna matter all that much. We'll keep you on, we'll keep Morgellus, we'll keep Rugen, we'll leave Sparky and Vorn for the next round. I'm a little bit worried about how much damage Iolanthus does or doesn't do, though. And perhaps we want to swap out a few things. A Gallon's Grace, why are we using you? +1 damage to this ranged attack, eh? Let's switch you out perhaps to, let's see, Apostate's Woe doesn't increase the amount of damage. I'm willing to bet precision targeting doesn't actually work against bosses. Although, it would be interesting to see whether it does. It does make me curious. But this probably isn't the time to experiment. We could probably give Sister's Tear to you for the increased damage. Golden Mandate has a big amount of crit. Soulhammer has the stun in case there are adds. You know what? This is what we'll do. We'll give you the Sister's Tear. From Toros Varn the Chaplain. Just gotta remember if we take him into the next battle. And then you are gonna replace Jarek's Hunter with the Stun Bolter. The Soulhammer. There we go. Alrighty, and then Iolanthus, you have the Golden Mandate. You can keep the Golden Mandate, it's fine. It's not a crazy amount of damage, but you have a decent amount of chance to crit. Plus, if you Psybolt, it's basically a guaranteed crit, which means it'll be 7 damage rather than what you're currently using. Though we will be relying on you to melee primarily. I'm just wondering if anything else here would be as useful. No, I think the Golden Mandate is fine. The Apostate's Woe would be the other thing. Maybe we do experiment with it. I mean, this is 35% crit. This has 30. It's not that big of a difference, and with the Psybolt, it is a guaranteed crit. Although it'll be less damage. Nah, it's probably not worth it, although it does have higher range. I think not. I'm probably overthinking it, but who knows? I'd rather avoid any unnecessary damage. Oh, you both have the 50% crit with it. Yeah, fine. Just keep this. Just keep this. Alrighty, and I think that's it. You are currently using Power and Faith, which is appropriate. You are using Radiant Guardian, which is also appropriate. Interceptor, you are using Faith's Shield. Versus Contu... well, this is giving you 40% focus. Yeah, I see why you're doing that. As opposed to Contu's Vambrace. We could actually give Contu's Vambrace to you, but we'd have to lose the Sanctic Shard for it, and I'm not sure that is actually worth our time. Alright, I think that's it. Let's get to it. Start mission now. Ooh, looking like a pretty cool model there. This is a big old soul grinder. Alright, continue.
What is that I smell? Ah, more grease to anoint my gears.
Commander, the poison of a prime seed radiates below. This is most certainly our target.
More from above? Your numbers mean little. 10 or 10,000, all must crumble and fall before me.
Tactical analysis. Weaponry is limb-driven. Prioritize its extremities.
That voice, a daughter of the false Messiah? Why do you not come down and join my menagerie? I will teach you such things your machine god has kept secret from you.
Blasphemy!
No? A pity. Perhaps you will see the light once I shear those flimsy guards from your eyes.
Okay, so this thing has a massive amount of HP, but basically no armor, and is indeed stunnable, which is pretty interesting. Wait, did I give you the stun bolter? I don't remember. Which bolter do you have? Well, it doesn't really matter at this point. Now, what can you do? That's the real question. Oh, very nice model, though. You gotta admit, all the Reaper models are pretty damn awesome. I mean, all the models in the game are pretty damn good. Anyway, Maw Cannon, spread attacks at a hazard at arc 30. The hazard doesn't really bother me. It also doesn't do much, although the blinded might be kind of annoying. Hurled Knight. Morgellus can grab nearby knights, throwing them up to range 10 and deal 3 damage. Rust and Ruin. Morgellus attacks the rusted platform, causing a section to become unstable and collapse next turn. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So what? If, like, is that the ground collapsing? Do you just die, or do your units just die if that happens? Huh. Vengeance Turret Defense. Morgellus can command corrupted turrets to fire on nearby knights. Sure. Hurl Girder. Morgellus can grab girders, targeting a blast at area 2, up to range 14 to deal 4 damage. Afflict vulnerable. Fun stuff. Immunity to afflictions, blinded, crazed, dominated, immobilized, panicked, plagued, knockback. What I don't see is him being immune to disable ranged, so we would be able to disable his ranged via our anti-mechanical Vortex of Doom. Entropic Shield, while active, Morgellus cannot be... Oh, no. How does this activate? I want to know how that activates. Claw Shielding. When attacked with a ranged attack, Morgellus blocks 2 damage with each active claw arm. But I assume we can disable those. Rot Cannon deals damage at range 20. Wow, okay, so we can't kite him all that way back, huh? Because he'll be able to shoot us back, unless we disable range. Okay, interesting. Let's see if we can break through that HP. Now here's the first question. Are you able to reach him from here? Yes. Disrupt Shot. Begin with that.
For Titan!
Okay, so... Huh. So that doesn't work. Oh, that's interesting. You can't actually disrupt him. Ah, he's not immune to disrupted. Why didn't that work? Well, that's very unfortunate. I used disruption, right? Yeah, I used the willpower for that. Okie dokie. Well, we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. You have 8 armor. This could break it. Might as well. Although, do we want to jump forward? That's another question. We probably do. We have, let's see, 2 units that probably want to get closer. I'm a little bit worried about him collapsing the girders, but I don't think we have much of a choice in the matter. So let's go close to him, and hopefully we won't have to travel too far. Oh, but without him being disrupted, he might do something that, like, knocks us around. Maybe we go here. Let's try this.
My strength returns.
Alright, who got really close to him? And it is Aurelius, who was gonna teleport, but now no longer needs to. Although he doesn't have any armor. So Aurelius, we can start with you. I think... Ooh, wait. Is he immune to vulnerable? Dominate, immobilize, panicked, plague, knockback. Doesn't look like it. So Sanctified Kill Zone, Warp Charge, take the armor as well as the vulnerable application. Although, maybe there's no need to do this. All this does is take a little bit of armor, which we would take with our grenade anyway, and our ranged attacks are clearly not that useful against them, so do this. Regular time. And the vulnerable does work. Okay, that's gonna be good. We have a lot of HP to eat through, after all. And then break his armor. Oh, we can also break that stupid turret. Do this.
Aye, sir.
I didn't even realize that turret was there. Then... fire on the... Oh, you can't wait, you can damage the turret, but you can't fire on it? That's interesting. I'm confused. Are you supposed to be running up to it, or are you shooting it? Looks like we're shooting it. Try shooting it. Yeah, okay, you're shooting it. There we go. Down goes that turret. I don't know whether that was necessary or not, but I felt like we had to do something. Then, I want you to Vortex of Doom him. Maybe I should have tried Disruption again, but yeah, use this Disable Range, which he apparently is not immune to. He does still have that sword, of course. Alrighty, then you start smacking him around. Force Strike will guarantee the crit. It'll cost willpower, but I think we can use that. It's okay. Oh, he doesn't have pieces that we can rip off either. I assume that that can happen if we stun him, which we could do if we were to Cybold him. But do we want to waste a Cybold from that? You can fire on him as well. Oh, damn! You gotta move around this thing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Might actually be better honoring the chapter instead. Then. All right, let's start with this Cybold. Let's see about the stun.
Good. It appears you've staggered it. This might be a good time.
Oh, are you kidding me? Is that gonna unstagger it?
Structural integrity failing.
Commander, clear our brothers from that section before it collapses.
What is your will?
You know what? I can't tell which part is oh, it's this part. I don't think we can clear you out, buddy. Oh, it's in 2 turns? Oh, we're fine. Oh, we're completely fine. I thought it would happen right away. Okay, at least this... Ooh. Now, here's the question. Since he's stunned... Wait, I have a question. If you attack him now, while he's stunned, are you able to destroy parts? I would assume so. We can inflict vulnerable, which he already has. We can inflict weakened, and oh, are we not able to go back from this? Damn! I didn't actually want to do this. I wanted to check something. Okay, fine. We'll inflict weakened, I guess, because he already has vulnerable for a while. I was thinking we would stun him again and try that disruption again, which failed last time. But now we need to stun him again for that to work, and that just isn't gonna fly. Unfortunately. You can't attack again. You could honor the chapter him, but I was gonna honor the chapter Rugen. Yeah, I think you're better off just moving in and just hitting him a few times. 65% crit versus Hammerhand. Do you want to use a Hammerhand? Probably won't give us anything right now. Just use a regular Force Strike. The Armor Pierce won't do anything for us either right now. It will increase your damage, though. Yeah, maybe use a couple. 1, and then you might as well honor the chapter anyway. This guy does the most damage, so Warp Charge does 3 AP for the cost of 4 willpower. Oh, we won't be able to do it again then. Hey, you know what? Just use the regular one this time, and then next turn we'll use it again. Alright, then you. How much damage would a Rend the Unclean do maxed out? 10 damage. Not anything crazy. Probably not worth the willpower use, especially if we want to save for another Honor the Chapter next turn. So do this. And 71. Okay, he's attacking this thing again. I assume it can't become more unstable than it was before. Oh wow, he's just wrecking everything. Just to wreck his own home. Okay, he should be dead before anything collapses, so I don't think this is relevant anyway. Also, Scythian, you're able to use another attack. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have used Psychic Shriek to stun you again, and then given you Honor the Chapter. I hadn't thought of it, to be honest. Well, we might as well use it then. Warp Charge gives you more stun. That doesn't do anything for us, so just use regular attack. There we go. Wait, so that did disrupt him, whereas our regular disrupt shot did not. Oh, interesting. Very interesting, okay. You can keep attacking him. He'll be dead next turn anyway. Do you want to warp Force Strike? Wait, not for this, because he's... let's see, disable left claw. Ooh, nice.
Hammer strike. Well done, brothers. Do not cease until you've torn that foul abomination apart.
Alright, now...
This game grows tiresome. I will bury you all and be done with it.
With haste!
So I'm thinking we want to get around him and disable the other claw, and then Rugen will actually be able to do damage next time. You go here and hit him again. It's going to be his turn now, so he's probably going to attack you, Morgellus. I'm actually kind of tempted to move away, because if he's going to strike somebody... Wait. His ranged is disabled. His melee does less damage. He can't hurl knights, but he can certainly hurt you. He can hurt knights. Nah, I think we just attack him. He just keeps using that ability, but it's not doing anything. I mean, 2 turns is a long time to wait. Honestly, if I had brought a more highly damaging team, we probably could have killed him in a single turn. Alright, he did... something. Hey, I thought your range was disabled. That must have been an ability.
You all take such pride in that gleaming armor of yours, but it will hold up as mere cloth against the knife of my necrosis.
That's not bad. Let's see. Did you apply anything? No, apparently. Well, you have 50% resistance, so even if you tried, apparently it did not succeed. All right. So first of all, I want you to Psychic Shriek him again.
Kneel before his might.
All right, he's disrupted, and then I want you to destroy his other claw. All right. Okay, here. Hopefully that. I don't remember whether we hit him from the side or from the front, damn it. Okay, well, hopefully this works.
Vengeance!
Disable right claw. Okay, now he should have no more claws to block Rugen's stuff. Wait, is he still stunned? No, he is not. Rugen,
Yes, Commander.
I want you to try to disrupt him again. I'm just curious if it'll work. Disrupt shot. He's basically dead anyway.
Opening fire!
Okay, that time it worked. I guess for Disrupt Shot to work, it has to actually do damage, interestingly enough.
Go wounded!
Alrighty, and then Aurelius finish him. Force Strike. And one more time.
Rust and rot is ruined! I am not ready!
Cool death animation, too.
A satisfactory conclusion to this vile perversion of the machine.
A hard-fought battle, Commander. Worthy of note in the Hall of Champions.
Alrighty, victory. It worked out quite well, and will we have to fight the 5th Reaper now, or is just that one? Subdue Morgellus. I'm glad that we got to fight that one. Would have been unfortunate not to have experienced more Reapers. Anyway, continue. No rewards for this, because I guess we don't get them. I mean, who would be rewarding us for this, right? The rewards come from Titan, and they presumably don't know anything about this yet. Although, perhaps they would have heard the death echo or whatever from the Reaper. Anyway, let's see if there's another cutscene, which I assume so. What? Update. Before we proceed, I am filing your current progress in our log. You may save your game now if you wish. No, that's okay. Select? Okay. I just press cancel. Oh, I should have saved it so I... Okay, never mind, damn it. So I could replay it. Oh well.
Hear me. Hear me. Grandmaster, hear me.
brother. I hear you.
Supreme Grandmaster, we are near. I sense your spirit within the garden.
The hour must indeed be dark if you have conspired to reach me here.
Forgive us, my lord, the cost was great. You are walking into a trap. A massive host of Nurgle approaches your position.
This maze confuses my senses. The bloom's power here is overwhelming, yet I cannot afford to withdraw. The stench of these roots are plain. My cursed life is a small price to wager against ending this foul affliction.
Then we will fight for you, Grandmaster.
A great sacrifice must not go unheeded. Very well. I will take 8 volunteers, Hector. 4 shall join me to face the foulness within. 4 will hold this gate against the approaching horde until we can complete the deed.
So few.
Each of my brothers is an army unto himself, a mighty shield against the coming darkness. I cannot deprive the Imperium of its most valuable warriors for the trials that yet lay ahead.
Your will be done. We are the Hammer.
Ooh, alright, we've done what we thought impossible. We've reached the heart of the Garden of Nurgle and located Supreme Grand Master Kaldor Drago before an army of Death Guard has reached him. Our quest here is not over, however. We must still destroy the roots of the bloom before they unleash the Morbus, spreading the bloom throughout our galaxy and corrupting all of humanity. Our Lord Drago has commanded you to send 2 separate squads. One will form the vanguard to attack the bloom, the other will form the rear guard to hold off the advancing Death Guard army. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Ready 2 squads. Oh wow. Okay, this is gonna be very very interesting and taxing.
The Knight's Oath shields are affixed. They are ready.
Okay, and judging by the fact that we have to use 2 squads, this battle is going to take absolute ages. I'm actually going to separate this episode into 2 parts. I'll just release the second part probably an hour after. Oh, but it'll take like an hour to watch this one. So then, yeah, basically at the same time, or at least it'll look like it. Hopefully that all works out. But yeah, I don't want to upload a like 1.5 hour episode or it'll be weird. Anyway, I'll release them as 2 parts. So the finale will be a 2-parter. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully it'll be already up by the time this one is up. So stay tuned for the final episode and the actual finale with 2 squads next time. I will maybe try to figure out what I want to do with the squads beforehand between the episodes a little bit as well, so that I don't waste like 20 minutes thinking about this and retooling armor and stuff on screen, as that just takes forever. So yeah, ending it here, but only briefly. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. Stay tuned for the last episode. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.